Hello! And on this week's edition of Black with Chocolate in Disguise, what we got here is a 52-inch Casablanca Delta. Yes, another Delta in charcoal black. I got this fan from Facebook Marketplace. It was only $25, so why not? So, it was a Saturday night. I found this on my Marketplace listings. And I would expect that a collector that's closer to that neighborhood would want it, but they said that it's mine if I want. So, yeah. Message seller if they still have it, and the seller said that they have it. Asked to pick it up on Wednesday, and then the seller said to me that someone may show up on Tuesday to pick it up, but they backed out the last minute. So yeah, and surely enough, I finally have one. It has a 140 by 25mm Emerson K55 motor with a 4-blade only rubber flywheel. That nice floppy flywheel. B45 antique oak blades, pointed tip. Has the Zephyr blade arms, which makes this a 52-inch blade span. Uses a 3-speed pull chain. It's a triple capacitor setup with 2 speed capacitors that operate with the individual terminal and pull chain, and it's electrically reversible. So yeah, this was installed in the living room, but they replaced it with a light fixture. And I've always had a soft spot for a black Casablanca. You know, this is a major childhood fan of mine. Back then, a former veterinary clinic had one. It was a few minutes away from my house, and a few minutes from the high school I graduated from. So, it was in a 44-inch blade span, had a schoolhouse light kit, but that fan is sadly gone. Boo hiss. So yeah, that fan is no more. But when this showed up on my Marketplace, I made a move to get it, because this is a major childhood fan of mine. Very important. And I don't have any plans to sell or trade this, so no. This fan is too much childhood for me to let go of. If it weren't, maybe, but it's too much of a childhood fan for me to keep it, so yeah, I'm keeping it. So it has a recalled hang true. Yes, I do have a recall clip that I can use, and it came 100% complete. So yeah, the top blades had like a lot of, like, most of not all paint splatters, but try to clean it up the best of my ability as I could. Crossbar, screws for the flywheel, and then the hang true screws. Here's the hang true, the recall one, obviously. It has some paint moss, and I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get a paint match to Casablanca's charcoal black paint. And here's the motor itself. The bearings are crap. Whoop. This fan dates back to September 28, 1983 was the 119th fan made on that day. Let's see if I can move it out of the way. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can see it. The CB 10888. So this indicates that it's in charcoal black. This fan has some paint scratches. It has some paint splatter. I did try my best to clean it off. It's a nice arcless pull chain. Okay, we'll go from the top. And the same thing. It has some dust spots, but yeah, might clean it off a bit more to make it look better. But you can see inside has a traditional brown paint underneath it, just like the 1993 Zephyr I have. So that is because of the failed quality control paint job, so they painted it over. And the sideband is smooth, whereas for the faceplate it's textured a bit. Now the coupler and the downrod, I can't get it off because it's glued shut with Loctite. The downrod is glued shut on the coupler, and the hex screws are like glued down on the top end of the motor. No surprise. If I had to say something harsh, I would say the world's worst era of servicing Casablanca fans. I would say this is the worst era of servicing Casablanca fans. Such a nightmare. It's typical Casablanca. What do you expect? So, yeah. I tried to heat up the thread on the downrod, but it won't budge in any certain way, so I decided we'll leave it alone. I don't want to mess it up. So, yeah. And, of course, has the Casablanca label on top. It says Pasadena, California. Very 80s fashion. Here it is. There's some paint loss on there. And yeah, these four have real screws, just like the earlier Zephyrs had. And the wires are like short. I'm not sure if it's really worth extending the wires or whatnot, but we'll see. And also, I may try to invest into PB Blaster penetrating oil, but right now, it's not a good weather right now. It is, snowing. So, I can't really do anything other than the fact that I could just make videos for y'all. So, when the snow melts, I'll eventually get to investing into PB Blaster in hopes that the downrod can break free. I don't want to go any further, so I don't want to risk trying to damage even more. So, yeah. But overall, I'm super happy that I finally got the childhood Casablanca fan I've been wanting for after all these years. It's just that this is a nightmare trying part. Now, I did order new bearings. Now, being from 1983, it's going to be really complicated because the bearings are actually glued shut on the bottom end bells. So, oh yeah. Here. yeah, I haven't said it. This was originally installed in the living room, but later on, it was replaced with a light fixture. But I'm happy that I finally got the childhood fan I've been wanting for all these years. That I have it. The 52-inch Casablanca Delta in charcoal black from September 28, 1983 was the 119th fan made on that day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.